You are now entering the Thick Goddess Energy Morning Show. We in the building. High priestess in the building, didn't let my fears kill me. Transmuted my pain in that cleanse in the rain. Found out I was working and I conquered my demons. I accepted my purpose and the goddess I became. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. It's Wednesday, y'all. It's Wednesday morning. Just take a minute, breathe in that beautiful fresh air of the fucking morning. It's good to be alive. It's great to be breathing. It's great to have all our limbs. Those are the ones that you have, right? If you're missing limbs, this is like real shit. Thankful for the ones that we have. All right. Waking up feeling very, very like, thank you, Jesus. Okay. So, good morning. This is the Thick Goddess Energy Morning Show. I am your host, Ariana, aka Divine Moon Goddess. And this is brought to you by Divine Moon Goddess Healers and Readings.com, where all of your questions are answered. And for the month of March, don't waste time. Get your in-depth readings 30% off using code FreshStart222 at checkout. So that means other services too. So when you look at all the services, there's many of packages: Twin Flame, Past Life, guided meditation. You could get a birth chart, dream interpretation, coaching. You want to do coaching with me? Use the discounts to book. You just got to look at all the services under booking, other spiritual services, also ritual services, because I am a ritualist. Also, you also could use it, I think, towards the Moon Club also. So just know there's some great packages. We're also sponsored by Shanti Rentals Inc. So if you want to sponsor this morning show or you would like to donate, information is in the description on where to reach me. Look in the description somewhere, wherever you're watching, as well as if you want to donate just to say thank you for bringing your awesome content to the fucking table every day. Information is in the description on where to donate. Good morning, Renee. Good morning, Daniela. No real new announcements, but I am doing a fabulous sale tomorrow for St. Patrick's Day. I'm going to have some giveaways. So every sale will get a gift bag. So you don't want to miss it. I'm going to post some pictures today about it and get some hype going on. That's the only biggest thing I have going on right now is that. Other than that, it's hump day. Is everybody struggling today? Who's struggling today? Because I think a lot of people are struggling today. You get to that midweek and it's like, I know I didn't want to get out of bed today. I actually received a call from my brother and I was still in bed and it was like 8 something. And I was like, why the fuck am I still asleep? Like, what happened? What happened that I'm still in bed? Tired as fuck. That's what happened. So hopefully everybody's doing good. Doing great. Today we're talking about astrology. We're always talking about astrology. You guys know I love the planets. I love how they shift and create and fuck some shit up for us. But haven't been able to sleep the last 2 days. Ooh, what's going on? But what's on your mind? What's on your mind that you're up? What's racking your brain? I'm gonna tell you though, I have been up at some weird ass times. Spirit has been getting on my fucking nerves at like 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. And I'm not feeling them anymore. I don't want their downloads at 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, I'm good. Can I get a download at like fucking regular time? 10 right now? Download me. I'm awake, you know? But no. Where is Uranus right now? Oh, it's still in Aries. Okay. So we're going to talk a little bit about your beat. Yeah. Right. It is. Me too. I got a lot of shit on my plate today. But you know what? Just tackle it. Tackle it and say another day handled. I don't know who this is in the tribe, but good morning, Facebook user. How are you doing? Aw, you should listen to some of my meditations, my guided meditations. I don't think I have one for a sleep one though yet. I have to create that. I am going to be working on some soon. I just been very busy trying to fit everything in my schedule. I'm a busy bee. Bzz, busy bee. 3 days in a row. Okay. Vita's in the building. Dang, you've been up since 3 a.m. Oh yeah, yeah. So the best thing if you're up at 3 a.m., I'm gonna tell you that's where you can manifest. So if you're thinking about negative shit, guess what you're manifesting? You're manifesting negative shit. So if you wake up around 3 a.m., start thinking about some positive things, positive moves that you want to make. Don't think of anything negative because that the portal is open. That is the veil is open. That's why spirit wakes us up at that time. It's a perfect time to start to manifest and create your reality. But let me tell you, if you think about some negative shit, then guess what? You're going to be bringing in some negative shit. So don't be surprised when some shit happens. Good morning, Joyce. Oh, got you. Yeah, I gotta update the playlist, but all the playlists should be pretty much up to date on my YouTube channel. I try to make it easier for you guys to find videos on my YouTube channel. Go to the playlist, then you could find your sign, or you could find guided meditation, my vlogs, which I don't have a lot of vlogs, but I plan to do some more this year. Um, you keep seeing a baby in a delivery room. Babies are new beginnings, just so you know. It doesn't have to be about fertility. Babies are actually about new beginnings. And it being birth, that means you're birthing something new. If the baby hasn't come out yet, you're getting prepared for something new. It's a good sign. Take it as a good sign. I love dream interpretation. I actually do it intuitively. So some people use a book. If I need to look some stuff up, I will, but I intuitively do the dream interpretation, which is a service, you guys. If you have a crazy dream you want to get interpreted, then book it, send it through, and I will take a look at it. Working on your crafts and house hunting. I like it. I like it. Pamela, you've been up. Pause. I was like, you've been praying for sex, but I was reading too fast. Bringing marriage. You know, marriage will come. You gotta when anyone's like, oh, I want to get married, I kind of feel like always asking why. I want all of you guys to always know your whys behind marriage, because what we've been pre-programmed to think marriage is, of course it's not. That's not what it is. So when you want to get married, not to say you shouldn't want to get married, but when you want, I always want to ask, like, why do you want to get married? What's your why behind getting married? um Oh, you went to Wawa's. Y'all know if y'all don't know Wawa's, y'all missing out. Did you get some Wawa water? You can't go to Wawa without Wawa water. Y'all, if you don't know what Wawa is, you missing out. You missing out. Good morning, Lashina. So a lot of people don't believe in astrology. Morning. This is where we're going to talk about some astrology today. A lot of people don't believe in astrology, right? Good morning, Nene. I'm praying for it to be keeps blaming my rose. Oh, you know what? Um, I think I'm gonna invest in it because I actually seen some reviews. I don't know, we'll see. But I'm guessing that that's a good review. You always said you wouldn't get married. Shondell, I was screaming that for decades. Fuck marriage. I was saying, hell no, because I thought marriage was just, whatever. I don't feel that way about marriage. It's whatever. Yeah, who wouldn't want to be a bride? I think as women, we all have it in us to want to be a bride, right? At this point, I just want to be a bridesmaid. Like, I want somebody I know to get fucking married and have an actual wedding, and I can be a bridesmaid. Um, so if I ever find that person where we're just like, we're doing this, great. If not, we don't. It's not a make or breaker in my life. Raspberry lemon, yeah. I love the water. I love their water. Good morning, Amber. You got your ice? That crushed ice. I bet you it's that crushed ice. Yeah, Wawa is the shit. If you don't got Wawa around you, you sleep. Wawa coffee is the best. I would say after Starbucks, I mean, Wawa kind of can compete with Starbucks though on a lot of their drinks. I have to say that. Um, Good morning, Raquel. I think I'm gonna invest, Vita. I'm gonna invest in the rose. If y'all don't know what the rose is, if you know what the rose is, you know what we're talking about. And I think it might be a great investment. You got married. Oh, you just got married, Shondell. Good morning, Louisa. Oh, Facebook is muting you. They being discriminatory. Oh shit, Joyce, have fun in Memphis. Memphis is actually one of the places I want to go see. They're actually on my list of places to go. Good morning, Sakori. You've been married and divorced. I don't think just because you got divorced, you should say fuck marriage, but I think you should be cautious getting into any arrangement. You guys know marriage is a fucking arrangement, right? You really need to trust, and there's no guarantees. Even if you trust the person, y'all all in, you love each other, everything's fucking rainbows and butterflies. There's no guarantee that you and this person are going to make it out of that marriage liking each other or even fucking cordial, right? So I think you know, whatever you're taking a chance. So two people going in got to be able to want to take that chance. So I think marriage, especially legal marriage, is it's a big step. So I think if you're going to do that step, think about it. Really think about, make sure what's the purpose is. Most people, it's a business transaction of what you can get when you divorce this person. So I just think it's one of those things. That's why if a man never married me, it's not going to make me feel any way. It's not going to make me feel like, oh, he doesn't love me because he doesn't want to marry me. That's a big ass decision, even on a man's standpoint, more so because women tend to always win in court, right? When it comes to marriage, we tend to get a lot out of it. So I can understand men these days not wanting to marry so easily. So you women should fucking understand why they're so hesitant to fucking marry. Because women are horrible in divorce. Women are fucking horrible. For some reason, we feel entitled to everything. We feel like we shaped the man, I made the man, and now I'm entitled to all his fucking money. When actually you didn't have shit when you got into the damn marriage. So I don't really know why women do what we do. I don't say we because I ain't did that shit, but women do some crazy shit. So I could see why men are hesitant to marry anybody these days. And you guys wonder why it's hard to get a marriage or hard to what for a man to marry you. Well, hello, look at times. Men ain't going for it. Men are just like, yeah, slow your roll. I don't know if I want to, owe you fucking alimony for the rest of my life and shit, I have had McDonald's fraps. I still love Wawa over McDonald's. And you guys know Starbucks is my number one. You've been talking about getting the rose. Get it. Okay. Apparently it's good. We got some we have somebody on here who uses it. So apparently it's good. I've been thinking, you know, girl gotta do what a girl gotta do. What's wrong with a little rose time? Wawa's on every corner. I love Wawa. I will only go to Wawa for gas. I won't go to any other gas station. And when I'm on the road, I hate it because there's no Wawas when you get out of the state, right? When you go to certain states, I won't say every state, but when you get out of most states, don't have Wawa. So then I stop at Love's because Love's is like my secondary when I'm on the road. But other than that, Wawa is my place. I don't get gas from no one else. I know, the thing about it is people don't realize marriage is a big step. It's great. Marriage is a big step. Your taxes, every fucking thing, right? So you remember when you marry someone, you take on their debt. So some of y'all marrying some broke ass motherfuckers with credit scores of 300. Mm-mm. 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 Love is love. But when it comes to marriage, there's a business transaction. And if your credit score ain't high enough, we're not getting married. I'm not taking on your financial fucking debt. No. Just like you coming in, a man's going to look at you. What does your credit score look like? They don't want to take on your shit. They don't want to take on your poor ass 500 fucking credit score. No, they got to take that shit on too. So you got to, everyone who's single, waiting on a motherfucking person, get your credit score together so that you can contend. Be like, man, I got 800. What you talking about? You really work hard toward, of course. I know. Y'all suck without Wawa. You seen there's another rose? I mean, I'm not saying everybody has to go run and have a prenup. I really honestly feel like no matter what you feel like you brought to the table in a relationship, you should leave with what you came with. Like you're not taking what somebody else built. And if you and this person built something together, then just be adults and go half on this shit. Like I don't understand why people got to get so crazy when shit ends. You know, I wasn't the crazy baby mama, so I don't understand that part. My daughter's father, he actually was the one that took a car from me because he was mad, didn't want me to go see people in the car. So just take my transportation, even though I have our daughter, stupid shit like that. I never understood the get somebody back with that type of aspect. I don't understand it. I feel like you're not entitled to somebody's money because you've been fucking them for 10 years. Like, I don't know. That's just how I feel. You got to do a credit check, Sakura. You can't just be going with people and then it's like, oh, wait, I'm in love with this person and you got a 200. Who has a 200 credit score? You got a 200 credit score. We need to do some credit counseling. Okay. Like, I like that he helped you. The vibrator rose. Oh, okay. Oh, there's different roses. Oh, well, shit. I didn't know there was different ones. I'm going to have to go do some search. They got a squirrel. I don't even want to know what that looks like because I think that would be a little creepy. It's called a squirrel. Does it look like a squirrel? If it looks like a squirrel, that's a little creepy. I'm just going to put that out there. That's a little creepy. You tell your ex, don't bullshit that I wouldn't marry him because he didn't take doing taxes. Man, taxes will get you fucked. You guys ever owe some taxes? If you haven't owed some taxes or got, some shit happen with your taxes, man. So I'm a legal person. I like to do shit legally. For the record, anyone watching this, IRS, I do shit legally, right? So there's a lot of things that you have to consider when it comes to marriage, man. I know, taking tires off a truck. Oh, I bought you that for your Christmas. I'm going to pop all the fucking tires off. That's some petty ass bullshit. Petty ass bullshit. You'd rather fuck up some shit than see that motherfucker driving off with someone else. You don't own the person just because you got married. Yeah, you can't. You guys, you really have to look that because marriage, you are taking on somebody else's financial burdens. If they own a bunch of shit or they owe a bunch of shit, you will owe a bunch of shit too. Legally, you will owe a bunch of shit. And now your ass, they can deduct from your taxes that person's child support. Like, let's say you got a dude with 5 kids. Legally, the IRS can take your taxes when you guys file. That's happens. True story. My daughter's father owed a lot of back taxes, on child support because he never paid. And years later, he got married and him and his wife, filed jointly because they were happily in love. And IRS took that shit and they were pissed. I don't know if they have every right to be, but it is what it is. When you get with someone and you file, hey, you're taking on their burdens. You're taking on their child support too. I ain't paying nobody's back child support. You on your own, bruh. You on your own. Right, right. I mean, yeah, I remember the rabbit, but the squirrel, that just sounds funny. What the fuck is a squirrel doing? I can't get the concept. I'm gonna have to Google this shit. I'm gonna have to Google it right now because I can't get the concept. Right, right. The nose is a vibrator. Good morning, Evelyn. Good morning, Mina. Y'all giving me these ideas about some bullshit this morning. I'm gonna have to change the title. We were supposed to talk about astrology, but apparently we're talking about marriage, prenups, and motherfucking squirrels. You know, now, right when I look at this, now all the ads are gonna be popping up for this shit. I'm looking it up just because y'all telling me. Yeah, yeah. You have to. See, it says weird sex toys. I'm reading it. Weird sex toys. That's the first fucking thing that comes up. Uh-huh. Y'all some weird shit with this squirrel shit. You googling it too. Now, I said it was gonna look like a fucking squirrel. I said it. I said it was gonna look like a fucking squirrel. Y'all doing too much. Isn't that called bestiality? Well, where's my hold up. I gotta put my parental advisory up. We talking some crazy shit today. All right. I told you it was some weird shit. I knew it was some weird shit. I'm not with the squirrel. I'm sorry. Y'all can keep that. And the tail apparently goes up. The tail apparently goes up somewhere too. Okay. Not doing the squirrel. Y'all can keep that one. That's too much for me. The rose was a lot when I saw the rose. Y'all can keep that squirrel shit. Today is hump day. We're feeling very feisty today. So I don't know who said, with all the vibrators we have in the market, let's create the squirrel. The squirrel? The squirrel. Oh shit, the squirrel. The fuck is going on here? Okay. I think I've seen it all in this lifetime. I swear I have. And every time I think I see is something else. Sorry, parental advisory, explicit content on this morning show. There's an elephant. Oh, now you got me Googling shit, Louisa. Now you got me Googling shit. How the fuck is there an elephant? What the fuck is going on here? Are we that bored? Are we that bored in life that we making animals now as vibrators? As massagers? Evelyn, let me change it up. As massagers, sorry. Elephants. Oh, my bad. I'm actually I'm actually Googling this shit, right? Like why? Why? I'm not understanding this, y'all. I'm gonna if y'all haven't seen this, why? What's the purpose? What's the purpose of this? I can't. I just can't. I can't. All right, let's refocus. Everyone getting Twitter. Twitter what? Twitter what? Oh, you. I can't. Okay, good. Because we over here talking about some craziness. I just can't. I can't deal. Yeah. What the fuck? I can't. I'm still trying to wrap my head around this fucking squirrel. I know people have their kinkiness, right? I know no judgment. No judgment. Keep your kinky weird shit, right? But the idea of a squirrel down there is not that's not arousing. I wonder how many have been sold. That's what I want to know. How many motherfuckers have bought this shit? Woo! Okay. Let's refocus, y'all. Let's refocus. Let's refocus our heads. Okay. I'm still trying to now all day long I'm gonna be thinking about this shit. Like what the fuck? And it's crazy. Like, why did they use the elephants? I have my elephant cards today for the zodiac. Why? Why they using my elephants like that? Anywho, I guess to bring prosperity and abundance to that area. oh, oh, Twitter patted. Twitter patted when they're making babies. Oh, sex, Twitter patted. Look, your children are going to learn about sex one day, you know? And the crazy part is they're learning from all their dumbass friends. You know, they're at school talking about sex. These kids in third grade talking about some crazy shit. And then they just think they know some shit and they don't know anything. I ain't fucking with the elephant either. I'm sorry. Not doing it. It's called the elephant, apparently. Tainting the elephants. Bring some prosperity to your chocha. All right. We're going to redirect. Is astrology real? That was my whole morning show and was so fucking off into something else this morning. This I'm gonna have to change the title to sexual conversation just so everyone else knows that we're over here talking about sex. It's crazy though, because one of the things I was talking about was how it sparked the conversation of we might as well keep it on the energy, but the difference between women's sexual chemistry and men. You know, women are very sexual single, I think. Very sexual because you're really not getting it all the time. Men think we're just getting it all the time as single women. And it's like, you'll be surprised, dude, how long I've caught cobwebs here. You know what I mean? I think men think we're just getting it all the time because it is. I mean, women actually could if they wanted to, right? But I think that you have to kind of look at that. But men have this crazy sex drive all the time, but then sometimes it changes, right? But then when women, I notice we get, not we, I won't say we because I ain't in the category with y'all asses, but there's women that get in relationships and all of a sudden that changes. The sex drive is gone. And it's just like, well, what happened? What happened that the sex drive changed? What happened that now you don't have the energy? You got a headache. You know what I mean? Like, what happened? Because you were with this person, you know, fucking like rabbits. And now all of a sudden you got a headache and you're always on your period and bloating and shit. Like, what the fuck happened? I don't understand that. I've never been the person to understand it. We did go way left. Let me see if I could get it back to 25 minutes later, we're going to get on astrology. You have a low sex drive? I don't understand that. My sex drive is a high sex drive. I think that's my masculine part of me. It is what it is. I've embraced it. That does not mean I'm just like hitting dudes every day and shit. You know what I mean? Like, no, that means I want my person. I don't want like 20 million motherfuckers. There's a difference. There's the whore category who just is getting it. I think there is sex addicts though that actually go out and like they'll have sex in bathrooms and weird ass places with strangers. That's a real thing. It's like taking drugs and shit. I've never been that person. I don't know about that, but I have heard about it though. So I'm just gonna say, if your man wants it daily, give him the quickie. Like I'm gonna give you some real women shit, right? Even if you don't want to have sex, just suck him up real quick. Boom, done. You did your job. He's satisfied. Boom. Okay. Your man wants it, give it to him. Do something. You know, it's the cleaning up after. Well, if your mother never told you to swallow your vegetables, let me tell you now. Okay. Great source of vitamin D. Great source of vitamin D. It's good for your skin. Okay. Just think of how better your skin would be, you know? It just is. You know, even when you're married, you get busy. There's a thing called quickies. If y'all don't know what quickies are, you know, I was in a long-term relationship in one point of my life. And we always had kids. There wasn't a time that we really were single except when we were like in our teens, and I got pregnant in my teens. So there was always kids in the fucking house. You got to learn how to fucking do some quickie shit. Shower time. You know what I mean? Like five minutes to get it in. You got to learn how to get 5 minutes, got to become that point of get it together in 5 fucking minutes. You got to learn how to do there, right? You got to learn that. You can't just be every day is not going to be 45 2 hours. Women got this bullshit that sex is going to be 2 hours together in this loving fucking roses and motherfucking petals and romanticism. Get the fuck out of here. Get your 5 minutes in. Make sure your person is satisfied. Don't let your man leave out the house not satisfied. That's where you fucking up at. Let me tell you some real woman shit. That's where you're fucking up. Your man's leaving the house and he ain't satisfied. Girl, you better get on your knees real quick. Don't leave this motherfucking house. Let me get busy. I don't give a shit. Make time to satisfy your person. Make time to make sure that they feel like you want them. Okay? Make the time. It's eat, brush your teeth after. You'll be good, Sakori. You said you dislike that, girl. You better get it together. You better get it together. And it's like eating broccoli. Girl, it's like eating broccoli. You better swallow them vegetables. You may not like vegetables, but you know it's good for you. All right. 5 minutes. Lock your door. 5 minutes. Boom. If you could get it 2 minutes, 2 minutes, you're doing your job. We got this perception that sex needs to be like 20 million minutes. And man, have you ever gone like an hour? That shit is tiring. It's like a fucking marathon. Like you're like really exercising and shit. Get used to in a busy day and age, in a busy life with people, you're doing shit, kids all around. Get used to getting them quickies. Quickies are okay. Bust one, boom, you're good. Look, Sakura, you need to chase her by the bed, okay? You need to chase her by the bed, have you some juice, get you a chaser. Chase. I'm telling you. You said, no, I want my vagina to be okay 2 hours. I am. I'm Shondell, me too. I'm masculine as fuck. I'm telling you, you better learn how to get a quickie in. I've had way too many kids in my house too long where I didn't have, a partner. But hey, you got to do what you got to do. Shower time is real, and I've always had kids in my bed. So it's not like I've had my bed to myself. You better learn how to get some shit in. She said, feed him more fruits and less meats and garlic. It tastes better. See, Sakori change his diet and it won't be so nasty. I know I'm probably going to change the whole thing because we're 33 minutes in. She said, get you those eggs from Divine and be over real quick. Let me tell you, get on that Kegel. I'm telling you that kung fu grip. Get on that Kegel exercise. He won't be able to last. He won't be able to last. And then you figure out the position that makes him, down real quick. And then that's your quickie position. You got to figure out what is the quickie position. Where he can't hold it. That's the position you use for the quickie. That's your go-to for the quickie, okay? Let me teach you some shit real quick. Nobody has all kinds of time. We too busy in this month. You got to learn how to get it in and still satisfy each other and not be waiting for this romantic fucking night. Shit, you better make it romantic in that 2 seconds. Quickies are good. The thing is, if you've lost your sex drive, you got to do some shit to get it back. So you might need to say, you know that song, Say say Lashina, I love pineapple. They say it makes it taste better. I don't know. Maybe it does. She said my partial spiritual shit on. You know, I mean, it's not always gonna be this crazy, you know what I mean, fireworks, sexual shit. Sometimes you gotta find it. Sometimes we get stressed out. We there's a lot of things that happen. You gotta find this shit. You know, some of y'all need to put a wig on and become somebody else. You've been with your man too long. You need to put a wig on, come in there with some crazy ass wig, speaking another language and shit. You know, do some crazy shit. Switch this shit up. Your man will be like, the fuck has gotten into her, but I like it. You know what I mean? Like, oh shit, she Japanese today. I think I'm gonna call this dick astrology today. Like doggy is it. Done, Louisa. Done. And if you got that grip, I'm telling you, y'all better buy a yoni egg for me and get to doing your Kegels. Get your Kegel works. I'm a proud supporter of Kegel exercises. I've been doing them over a year, and I can tell you that shit works. Okay. She said, if you need preheating, wink, get some vibrating panties and then throw it at them. Oh shit. Oh shit. Y'all need to buy those. You ever see? I've seen a lot TikTok on some of these where the woman has vibrating panties and the man has the controller and they're outside walking around. Y'all need to do some shit like that. Just go to the store and let him play with the button. That's going to change the game for you guys. Just him playing with that button. By the time y'all get home, he's going to want to see what those panties look like. We're just giving you some ideas on what to do. Okay. Put some flavor on it. There's a lot of gels. There's chocolate flavored, cherry flavored. Man, you sleep. You sleep. There's a lot of different things. Or just get you a chaser. A chaser works great too. If you have a throw up, a gag reflex about it, there's actually something that you could put in your mouth to stop the gag reflex. Go to the sexual store. Girl, where you been? You might need to put some chocolate on it though. There's whipped cream. There's all types of shit you could do. Exactly. You got a bunch of multiple. You bipolar as fuck anyway. You might as well pick one of these bitches every day. Be one. Today I'm gonna be this one and put a wig on. Right. The next day you're the other one, and then the next time you show up, you're somebody else. You will change the game with this person. The egg is next level, right? Right, Renee? Next level shit. Look, cotton candy. You should, Renee. We need a adult party and shit. Yes, numbing spray. Adam and Eve online. Look, you don't even have to go to the store. You know, the biggest problem that couples have is they don't talk about sex. They don't have these sexual conversations. And I think we need to, as partners, have conversations. What is it that you want? What do you need? And we're so afraid to hear the wrong shit from someone. But you need to have these conversations. If somebody's asked, this is your person, this is the person you signed up for. You said, I want to be with you. I don't want to be with no one else. I want you forever and ever, always, but I ain't willing to swallow. You need to go the fuck in the corner. Okay. I'm going to just tell you some real shit. Okay. It's like you get with someone and they have these things you want to do, but you're like, no, but I don't do that. And you want me to be with you forever and ever and always, but I can't get it anal? The fuck? I'm just telling you, you got to think. You got to think. You can't be sitting here like, oh, I'm the best thing you've ever had. And I come with some lists of some shit I don't do. Now, I'm gonna say there are some things that I don't do. Like you can't bring animals into my room. That's a what is that? There's just some shit I won't do, and that we're just gonna say no, right? There's some shit, but it got to be some crazy shit. Look, mints, flavored lubes, exactly. Double purpose, girl. If you haven't been to the adult store, you need to go. Pure Romance. That's the one I was thinking of. I remember that one. Sequoia, it's not about you. It's about your person. You're forgetting about there's another person involved with this sexual act. It's not just you and what you're liking and what will get you off. It's about your fucking person also. You selfish as fuck. You should. Yeah, I like going to the store. I like going to the store myself so I can look at the products. You have to talk about it. You can't be an adult and not talk about your sexual desires and needs. This is where people go get fucked up. This is part of my sessions with people is their sex life, because that's one of the biggest things. People are afraid to say what they need. They're afraid to say what they want. They're afraid to have these conversations, and everything goes, oh, the kids this and the kids that. I'm like, no one's heard of quickies. Wait, what? You're too good for quickies? What? Look, there's all types of games and shit, you know? No, you can't be the sexual vixen in the beginning of the relationship, and then now you have them. It's the same thing. You guys, you women say it about men. Oh, you did all this stuff to have me, and now you're so lazy. Look in the mirror. You can't be the sexual vixen to get him, and then now you're like, I don't do that. My standards are too high. I don't do that kind of stuff. You're basically saying, go cheat on me. I hope you got anyone listening to that says that you're telling your man some shit he's asking you for, and you're like, I don't do that. You're basically saying, go find somebody else who does it. So just keep that in mind. You're basically saying that. I'll be damned. Unless it's some crazy shit that's a deal breaker, and we're done. Like if you come to me with some crazy outlandish shit, then we're done. But other than that, we're going to try it out and see. Let's try. Let's see. We're going to try it and see. If it's too crazy, we ain't doing this shit again. Never, ever, ever. See, taste the sprays and shit. That's why I like going to the store. I need some friends that we could just go fuck around in the damn sex store and talk shit. There are some very hard no's for me, Louisa. But like I said, it got to be some crazy shit. But other than that, have a conversation though. What is it that you desire? What is it that you need? Right? And a lot of people are afraid. Men are too. Men are afraid to say what they want and need in a relationship, especially in sex, because they know the women are going to be like, no, no. Women have power. No, no, not doing it. No, no, not doing it. Not trying it. Girl, you better get that numbing spray and bend over. Look, there's a numbing spray for that too, right? Shy. Right. Real shit, Louisa. Real shit. She said baby steps. You will thank me later when your person is like, you know what? Look at her trying. Look at her trying, you know? Exactly. Women are hard. Men do the same thing. I'm not going to say men are the only ones, but women do that. You're this crazy vixen in the beginning. You're this bad bitch in the beginning, and then all of a sudden it's like, where the fuck did the bad bitch go? And then you wondering why this motherfucker's eyeing somebody else. You're not, because you're not keeping up to what you sold. You sold a persona. Let me remind you, bitch. You sold this vixen, and now you got to uphold this shit through the whole fucking relationship. So you should have been mediocre in the beginning. You should have not swallowed in the beginning, right? Then he knew what the fuck he was signing up for. But you were doing all this crazy shit in the beginning, and then you're like, yeah, no, I don't feel like it. Yeah, yeah. I'm in Florida. Where are you at in Florida? I'm already in Florida. I'm in Orlando. Right, 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 right. I've I've actually heard some crazy demands, and I'm telling you, there's been some shit that's a deal breaker and it's a turn off for me. Um, like it's just I'm an adventurous person, but some shit just don't make sense to me, and I just can't get it. Like toes and shit. Like I'm sorry, y'all. I can't get on the toe train. I don't want a dude sucking my toes and shit. I'm sorry. I'm just not that woman. And there's no judgment. You guys can do whatever the fuck you want to do, but you're not sucking on my toes and then kissing me. Like, I'm sorry. It's just too much. My feet be on the floor. I have a problem with that. I don't give a fuck how you clean your feet. I just have a problem with I have a really big problem with that. I just can't do it. I would never ask a man to do that. Don't want him to do that. It's just not my thing. I would never do it. I have a thing. Can't do it. I bet you the store in New York is huge. Huge sex store and shit. See, Divergent says rule of three. Look, try it 3 times. If you really don't like it, it's not for you. I'm gonna tell you there's some shit I've tried once and like, yeah, no. I think you should be open conversation about this stuff. Very open conversation about it. Oh, you're a little south from me. Yeah, I don't do toes, y'all. I'm good on toes. I don't want my man on my toes. He can massage my feet all he wants to, but not. Yeah, I'm good. There's a lot of mm. So, like I said, there's some things, there's some things I ain't gonna go too much all into my likes and dislikes, right? But there's some, like I said, you can't be the sensual vixen in the beginning and then now you're just like, yeah, no, I don't do that. I'm sorry. You know, you got to learn that you want to please your person. You want your person to be with you forever. Then there's these that you're signing up to be that person for them. They're, what is it? And I'm down. I'm down with you. I'm down means I'm down to try some shit. So if swallowing is an issue, boo, there's ways to get around that. There's lots of fucking gels and fucking lubes and like creams and fucking shit in your refrigerator. You don't even got to go to the sex store. In your fridge. Let me break it down to you. You got all types of fucking shit you could get right in the grocery store to add to your repertoire to be your chaser. Get them to that point, pop some chocolate in your mouth. Boom. You're good. Oh, okay. You said you will not agree with choking. I don't know. I think a little aggression is not bad. Now, if that person's trying to actually take your life, that's a little bit different. But I think a little aggression isn't bad. I need to come hang out with y'all. We need to have Shondell, when you come down, y'all need to let me know so we could go and hang out and go see some crazy shit. Yeah. See, trying vegetables. Exactly. I am too, Betty. I'm with you. Don't, I can do with the massage, the foot rub, but I can't. Trying to get the scammer here. I can't do anything else. There's a scammer on here, y'all. Be careful. There's always scammers. You look. I'm just saying there's you sign up for this. So you got to remember that you can't get into a relationship and just be all you. That's very selfish. Even if you have your fucking insecurities and shit, he know what he signed up for. You think he doesn't know you big? You think he doesn't know you have stretch marks? You think he doesn't know what your, stuff looks like? He fucking knows, or she, whatever your pleasure is. They fucking know. You think they don't know? They know. So why are you acting? Acting. Best sex life is one where you could communicate with each other. And you got to remember that this is you don't want them to go out there and be with someone else. Then you need to learn some tricks, right? You need to learn how to do some shit and ask your person, what do you want? Like, I'm very vocal like that. Tell me what you want. I want to know if there's something you want to do, let me know. Something you want to try, let me know. Right. And he probably likes that too. So Corey, you just got to learn how to swallow and y'all be good. Oh, got you. Well, like I said, everyone has their, their things of not to do's, right? And if that's a real thing, you could tell someone like, hey, that's a PTSD trigger, okay? Um, so I'm pretty sure someone would respect that, like, oh, okay, I got you. You know, this whole show has turned into I gotta change the title. Right, right. You break a man's confidence when you reject them sexually. Men are very primal. You got to remember masculine energy, right? And I don't want to just say men, anyone in their masculine energy. Masculine energy is that, okay? It's very primal energy. And so it's not to say that you got to be, beck and call, because some people get it twisted, but you do need to be there. I think, yeah, respect your body and all that. But when you sign up for a partner, you're signing up to be there to take care of them in that way also, just like you would feed them every day. Hey, sex is included. And I think if you don't want that, you need to think about being in a relationship, because people have needs. So when you're looking at a partner, they have needs, and so those needs need to be met, right? And you're signing up for the job, not, oh, I signed up to half-ass take care of you sexually, but I'll feed you every day. It's kind of like you're trying to pick and choose what you're willing to be there for, and you're forgetting that it's not just about you. So there is another person in the dynamic of where their needs need to be met. What do you want? What do you need? And sexual needs are huge. That's one of the biggest things that couples get into it. That's one of the biggest reasons why men, their confidence gets affected. You know how many readings I've done where a man's confidence has been hit because the woman changes? She doesn't see him. She's not having sex with him the same way. So their confidence gets hit a certain way. You don't want them the same way you wanted them. You're not on them like that. You're more worried about other shit. So just remember, as a woman, letting you know, don't ever let your man leave the house unsatisfied. So you better learn how to you better learn some quickie moves in the morning, okay? Um, you better learn how to get something, because you should never let your man leave the home unsatisfied, ever, ever, ever in life. You are opening up a window for someone else to entertain him. And so you got to think about it. You've signed up for this. If you got someone, you signed up for it. You did sign up to satisfy them in that way, or at least encourage them to masturbate. If you're not going to do it, hey, why don't you masturbate? Maybe let's try that. Let's see how that works. Let's watch porn. I don't know. If you don't want to do it, maybe don't be mad when he's watching porn.